Hey everybody, it's Jim here. This is a little bit awkward. As you can see, we have the 57 on the Tone King. I was recording something for you guys with the Jaguar, and I realized about 40 minutes into this, I peeked up at Pro Tools for whatever reason, and I'm not getting any signal from the Shure microphone, so this is all a wash. And what I decided to do just now, because I already have the camera rolling, the microphone is on, and I have the guitar in my hand, I'm just going to talk about offset guitars, I guess, for a few minutes, specifically Jaguars and Jazzmasters, some stuff I really love about them. And I don't know, we'll see where it goes from there. I haven't done something like this in quite some time. Not since I was uploading every single day to YouTube, where I would force myself to find something to talk about and just kind of freeformed it. Not all the production stuff, but something about these guitars that I really like about older ones and vintage style ones so much. And every time I play at a lower volume, I notice it more and more. And acoustically, it's like painfully obvious. And the first thing is these kind of ghost notes and these after notes that happen just due to the factory vibrato system in the bridge. And let me see if you can pick it up from this thing, and I'll tell you what I'm talking about and why I like it so much. Do you hear all that little kind of afterthought things going on here? It adds a lot of character. It's like, in a way, it reminds me of an unpotted Telecaster pickup, or one that's an older Telecaster pickup, like the one in the JV here. It just adds a little bit of a character to the sound that, modern stuff, it kind of eliminates that. And I see the purpose for it. Like, I have a mastery bridge on the Momose Jaguar, and it's pretty good. Same with the mastery vibrato, and I just feel like you're gaining a little bit of sustain, maybe, and stability and all that, and just the ease of setting it up. But as a whole, I feel like when you do all those modern things on these sorts of guitars, you kind of lose that character, and that kind of sucks. And yeah, but another thing, again, not sure how well this is going to pick this up because the microphone's not working. We're going to be working with whatever audio is getting picked up from the vocal mic here. But Jaguars, I feel like, are more versatile to me, and what I prefer more than Mustangs out of the two 24 scale length guitars for a few reasons. And one of the ones I want to talk to you about right now is just, I got both pickups on right there, and I got the protein on to give me a little bit of low end, so it's, I'll switch it to just the neck. Sounds big. Now, think about high end with guitars and high end frequencies. It's hard to add them from the guitar itself unless you're starting from a place where your tone knob is all the way down. So like if we were starting with the tone knob, say, right around there, and sure, I could add in high end. It's really obvious difference. But when you're already at full bore as like a bass line, not a lot of guitars have a good way of kind of adding that, or rather removing some of the low end. And the coolest thing about, well, not the coolest, but one of the coolest things about Jaguars, if you actually make use of this switch right here, the strangle does a great job. So I'll play a little bit with it and then without it, and maybe you'll be able to catch the drift of it again. I'm sorry, the microphone's just not working, and it is what it is. So we'll do one thing without it, one thing with it. Now I'll engage it. Normal. Such a cool thing. And I think what makes this guitar so complete and possibly misunderstood, because it does have kind of a lot going on, and the fact that you can do that, but at the same time, if you really wanted to jazz things up, you have the rhythm circuit, and this one's functioning because it's from Fender Japan, but yeah, it's just super low end and super bassy. Screwed that up. It's quick. Yeah, it's really cool. And then obviously you have all your stuff in between. So short of searing rock kind of tones, because honestly, the one thing I don't think the Jaguar is necessarily the best at, if you're using vintage style sorts of pickups here, is high gain. And I don't know, I think it kind of sucks that both this guitar and the Mustang, specifically those two, get lumped into like super high gain stuff by so many people. And it's obvious why. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to discern that. Nirvana had a huge impact on a lot of people's lives, and I know a lot of people that love that band. I know there's a guy named Bradford that watches this channel. He's a super cool dude. I was actually just looking at his Instagram the other day. He followed me. I followed him back. We follow similar accounts, and he's got so many offsets that are like kind of inspired with that. You know, you get the humbucker in the bridge. I don't know if it's like a straight Cobain model of a Mustang and all that. And I feel like these guitars, for so many people, it's like that's what they think of. And it's just like, it feels like there's so much more than meets the eye with any of these two offsets. This one, or three offsets. This one, the Jazzmaster, and the Mustang. But, you know, I mentioned Bradford, and I'm not going to link any of his stuff here because, you know, it's a private thing here. But one thing that like really kind of made me like the guy a little bit more, honestly, and when I went there, because, you know, you follow people on Instagram, right? And funny enough, the account that we both follow, it's just all about Japanese Fender guitars. And that's it. I've never seen the guy play. I've never seen him. I don't know who he is. He's just an anonymous guy who just loves Japanese guitars. And it's not too dissimilar, rather, than a lot of people on Instagram and whatever niche there is. And, you know, they just stick to like that one thing because people come to expect that sort of content. And what was really refreshing to me about checking out Bradford's page, and it's weird, like when you do YouTube and you get to know people in the comments section in a strange way, you don't really get a full picture. I don't think I still do, but I really thought it was awesome that he shared so much with his kid. And, you know, you can always tell when someone's really proud of their son or their daughter. And he really is proud of his. And that's really cool, man. That really is. Sorry, it's a little bit of a off tangent here, but I mean, we're off kilter. This whole video is shot. This whole thing is shot. I mean, it's 9:30 on Sunday night. You'll be watching this if I have the courage to upload this rambling on Monday morning or whenever the hell you click on these videos. I know not everybody clicks when they first launch or whatever, but yeah, because it's not easy. It's not easy. Not YouTube. YouTube's whatever. I mean, just life and being a dad and all that stuff. Like, I don't know. Like today, I'm really going out there. You learn the effect of like piling on, and how one little thing can cause such a ripple effect. And it's a lesson that, I'm hoping that my daughter understood after today, because, she's a kid. She doesn't know any better. Well, she should with this, honestly, but she was playing with a dog. I was actually in here originally trying to film something, and that got interrupted because I heard yelling. I love that. It's a really inspiring thing when you're a musician and you're trying to record. You hear some yelling, and it's like, okay, what's going on here? I run out. She had pulled Ace, our dog's ears, and yeah, she's rough with him, man. She's super rough with him, and my wife, like, she just had it. I don't even blame her, dude, because, like, you can only repeat yourself so many freaking times and not raise your voice until eventually it's just like, dude, just don't mess with the dog, regardless. A silly fight goes on. This is like an hour and a half, and I'm losing it at this point, because I got my wife repeating the same things over and over. My kid being just as stubborn with it. Neither of them are moving ground here. I'm just this idiot in the middle, like deer in the headlights. What the hell am I supposed to do about this? And so I said, this isn't working. I'm gonna pick up my kid, and I'm just gonna literally carry her outside as she's throwing a fit. Because my train of thought was this: it's middle of the day. I'm in Florida. It's not raining for once, and I know there'll be neighbors outside. So we sat out, and I'm like, you really want to cry in front of everybody? You really want to do this? She's like, no. She calms down. That's not where the story ends. My wife opens the door, and she's like, you're letting her get away with it. She's not doing what she wants. She's getting her way. She's getting her way. I told her she had to do this. Well, fine. Fine then. We can do that. And then obviously I got annoyed because I thought I had diffused the situation, but it is what it is. And before you know it, my wife and I are annoyed at each other, and, that sucks. Over nothing. And trying to explain that to a 6-year-old, dude, it's weird. It's a really weird one. Because I know she knows better, but at the same time, it's like, how do you teach somebody how to accept when they've screwed up and really own it? Because she's stubborn. She doesn't like doing that. But anyway, that went pretty far off the course here. just funny stuff, but I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, in general, when because right now it's just me sitting in the room. You're not jamming with me. When you sit down and you try to make a video, sometimes your playing can get kind of impacted because your head's not there. And I know this is like this for all of you guys, even if it's not, set up like this with some silly lights on and talking into a camera. Trying to take, some negative energy and turn it into positive energy, or if you are trying to work on something, trying to get that out of your brain so that you can work on it. It's a challenge. It's a real challenge. And I admire people that are able to do that sometimes, because I can't. But I'm not perfect. I feel sorry for myself. It's just not up my alley. But maybe I should play a little bit more. I had this really cool thing, to me at least, when I sat down much earlier before the fight started. I thought I was onto something with an idea, and it's basically just a D, but shaped different. So cool, right? Instead of just technically that's a sus, but I love phrasing chords like this, right? So I'll just play the thing and I'll shut up. The last part was kind of improv there, but the point was just that little transition from the D, and then again an altered, just an A major altered with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have your octave there, and then your seventh. Or was it 7 and 6? My brain's fried. Anyway, I don't know. I guess this was something. God bless you if you made it through any of this. But sometimes, I don't know, I guess it's good to just get some stuff off your chest, and if anyone watches this, cool. If not, that's cool too. I really do appreciate all you guys, though. I really do. So, thank you. I know the holidays are coming up, so don't stress too much. Try not to stress too much. It could be hell. I don't like the holidays, I'll be honest. But take care of yourself. Don't do anything stupid. Hopefully next time you see me, we'll actually be doing something relevant to the guitar.